Hey guys, this is Blue here from the Once Epic channel. You know who I am. So essentially I'm doing a review, something different, a blues let's try, but not for gaming, for anime. I guess I can consider a let's try to be a broad range of things and items that I can try. So try is my word for a review, I guess. We'll leave it that way. So we're doing this. Masterkeys. So it's a cooler Masterkeys Pro L. Intelligent RGB with a mechanical Cherry MX switch. This will be my first mechanical gaming keyboard. It's got the Cherry MX Blue, obviously, because I'm a fan of blue. US keyboard layout, 16.7 gazillion billion colors. It's awesome, guys. I mean, I've been wanting to get a keyboard like this for a long time. I'll put this here on my shoulder. I've been wanting to get this keyboard, well, one of these ones. I mean, I know a lot of different brands. It's in my boombox. No, I know a lot of different brands out there, like Razer, Steel Series. There's all sorts of different brands, really. And the thing is, after reviewing, I chose this one because it's minimalistic, it's clean cut, and it's just keyboard. Nothing more, nothing less. And it does what I need to do, and I like the clickety typewriter sound. I guess without further ado, let's just get straight into the review of the keyboard, the let's try portion of it, and this is just my first impressions of what this keyboard is about from an outsider's point of view who doesn't really own a mechanical keyboard. Let's go! Okay, so this is here the normal layout of the keyboard. As you can see, I've got the Rocket. Did a review on that, well, not a review, just an opening on that on my other vlogs and the SOTA, so I'm slowly upgrading my status in terms of a computer gamer. But as you can see here, this is the box, nice and sleek. This is the back part of it. All the details about it here. As you can see, probably don't need to know too much about that. Basically, you just want to see the reveal. I know. And I'm gonna open it up here for the first time. All right, let's have a look. It's pretty good. It comes in like a little casing of it. Sort of really nice sheet that covers it, which is very good. Keeping it nice and clean. It's actually surprisingly quite heavy as well. The box has a little guide, shows you how to use the keyboard functionality with all the lights, the million parts of it. I'm pretty sure the cabling, yep, that's correct. So the cabling's right here on the back. So this is the USB cabling that pretty much goes in the back of the keyboard here. Which I'm going to open it up now. This little grabber here is for the actual the keyboard, so you can grab out the actual switches, the keyboard, I guess, keys, so to speak. With the cabling, it's pretty good. It's, bit of gold there. Looks like USB 2, micro SD. As you can see here, sort of. Essentially covered the wiring with some sort of protective material, which I'm not exactly too sure what it is, but it's good. It's covered. Finally, the reveal of the keyboard, eh? Where do I start? Oh man. The reason why I got this, well, one of the reasons is that it's minimalistic. Basically, it's nice and sleek. It doesn't have too much of a big lip. Wow, it's actually surprisingly pretty heavy. It's a pretty heavy keyboard. The Cherry MX switch on this keyboard essentially is quite clickety. It's like a typewriter sort of sound, which I don't mind. I mean, it feels more satisfying when you actually tap into it. As you can see, why I'm being my minimalistic is that it's just a rectangle base. There's the S version essentially, but it sort of cuts off from here. It doesn't have the numpad keys. This is the L version. I guess L and S means longer or shorter. I don't know. But it's good because it's nice and sleek. It doesn't have too much lip on the bottom, and it's just nice and simple. Just straight keyboard and nothing more. As you can see on the keyboard, there's a micro USB slot that goes into here, and the cable goes out through there and into the back of your computer via the USB plug. What I can tell so far by the touch of it, I know it's plastic. I mean, some people prefer a metallic look to it, but the plastic I actually don't mind. It feels pretty grippy. It doesn't look like it'll probably leave too much of a mark. Actually, if I put my fingerprint here, it doesn't look like if I use it too much, it's gonna leave a mark or a stain or anything, or the actual lettering that's on the keyboard or anything like that. So each of the keys itself on the keyboard, it feels like there's a little bit of groove on there, which is kind of nice. And also, when I mentioned before, it had this little thing here. Essentially, this little grabber, I guess, of sorts, would grab out the keys and you can sort of pull it out, which I'm not gonna actually do, but That's the functionality of this little piece of equipment here. Time for the test. The reason why I wanted to get this and watched a lot of YouTube videos about the Cherry MX switches. The MX switches itself, it gives you a faster response and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, you guys can YouTube those videos. I'm not going to explain too much about it. I'm just going to give a quick summary. MX Red is not so loud. MX Blue is more clickety, typewriter sort of sound. I think that's more satisfying. That's why I went for it. MX Brown is essentially a mix between red and blue. So this is the MX Blue, guys. This is what it sounds like. It's very satisfying. It's got that click to it. I don't know if you guys can see it from this end. It feels like you've really hit the keys. That's why I kind of like it. It just sounds good to the ears. So I guess when you guys see me on the stream on Twitch or wherever, or one of my YouTube videos, you'll probably hear a lot of this keyboard. So basically I'm switching from the MK250 Logitech wireless, it's got battery in the back, to the Masterkeys Pro L, Cherry MX Blue Edition. I'm trying to focus on the right camera angle. So this is pretty good. The reason why I got it, because it's Cherry MX Blue. I like blue, MX Blue, sounds nice, perfect, nice. One of the other great things about this keyboard is the fact that there are different kind of modes within the game. Different LED modes. Essentially, there's quite a few that I might not be able to get through them, but here are some just to showcase what I'm talking about. There's one that's static. As you can see, basically it's just a static light, background light. I mean, you can change all the modes. Essentially, the function key here, and all these other ones, you can change all the colors, but I'll go through that a bit later. The next one is color wave, pretty self-explanatory. It's like a rainbow color from the left to the right. There's cross mode, which is one of my favorites actually. I like the button touch ones. Essentially when you press a button, it changes all the different colors. Depending on where you press, the cross aims from that center point of your finger to the left and right, up and down. The next one here is a single key. As you can tell with a single key press, it highlights the specific key pressed on the keyboard. One is customized. Well, customized I'm not really too sure, but the actual program itself details a bit more. The next one is star effect, which is also one of my favorites. As you can see there, the little raindrop star effect in the background, bit of glow. This is the raindrop one. As you can tell here, it's, well, rain dropping. The color cycle, which is kind of nice. I mean, it starts from red, changes all the way to the rainbow spectrum, orange, blue, white, yellow, all that kind of jazz here. The breathing one is pretty self-explanatory. The ripple, so if you press that button here, it ripples out, which is kind of cool, starting from the point of the key press. Multi-layer. The cool thing about this, one of the other cool aspects about this keyboard is that you can actually play the game Snake. As you can see here, this is your Snake. That little green glowing bit, which is randomized, is the starting point where you can actually eat it. There you go. Which is kind of cool. There's actually an inbuilt software that you can control all of this, or if you think you're pro enough, basically you can hold down the function key, and these are the modes here. So if you press that, it changes all the different modes. It cycles through all the ones that are pretty much explained already, and you can do the repeat options as well. And also you can cycle through the different kind of colors here this way. I think there's about 10 in terms of the strength of the colors. So as you can see now it's purple, change it to more red. These are all the colors here. That's the kind of the spectrums that you can sort of auto adjust yourself. The Cooler Master, in my opinion so far, first impressions actually using it for the first time, trying it out. With all the RGB lighting, I would highly suggest getting this keyboard. I mean, I wouldn't prefer anything else. I can't really compare it to anything else either. But with that said, first time getting a mechanical keyboard, I would highly suggest this. If you like a minimalistic sort of look, then this is the one that you would probably like to get. It's nice clean cut, no extra lip. It's just to the border, and that's pretty much what it is that you need. So guys, I'm gonna end it just viewing the keyboard here because it's just so damn pretty. Essentially, this is what it is. The Cooler Master Masterkeys Pro L. I guess L for the larger one. I mean, there's a Pro S as well, but Pro L is more suitable for me because I'm used to the whole keyboard option where it has including the keys right here, the numpad keys. With the colors and functionality there, you can't go wrong with it. So, and as always, this is Blue here from the Once Epic channel. Cool Master, can't go wrong with that name. I like it. It's cool, man.